This is,
Like, this was technically part of the block, but they had to reschedule it.
I don't know. You might have to ask, like, some of the leaders, like Mike or, like, I don't know any of that.
But it would just make
I would hype it up if I knew that it was part of this, but I don't want to.
I would have to ask them unless it's Glarius when he asks.
He's asking.
We restarted for X or something.
I sometimes forget to do it because, especially when we're on a commercial, I don't care as much.
No, you do. Keep hearing it.
Sorry. All right, welcome back. We are going to be going into F-Zero-X shortly. Wanted to see what they were looking at. I just wanted to see what the picture was. There's like a picture on the couch. I just wanted to see what it was. That's So, for those who don't know what we are or who we are a combination of SpeedDemosArchive.com and SpeedRunsLive.com. Speed Demos Archive is a website devoted to keeping track of speedruns, videos that you can watch, and SpeedRuns Live is the website where you can race games of your choosing at any time if you can find a group of people. Both communities are pretty active and are looking to expand. We are right now supporting, or the charity we're supporting is the Prevent Cancer Foundation, a charity devoted to research, education, community outreach, and advocacy, and helping to prevent cancer, which is I'm at a loss for words, I'm a little tired. But useful to prevent cancer in various ways through all sorts of treatments and
no. All right.
Satoriu, can you open up fzeroessential.org right now? Just so we know it's going to be up now and crash later. I just need to confirm. I don't know. Gotta drop a
I think it's gonna crash right away since you mentioned it. Yeah. Hello. This is WMJ. Can everybody hear me?
testing lab mics back here. Sound good? Cool.
Is it good enough?
I don't doubt that this works fine.
just don't forget to do a roll call. Captures recently.
Oh, I'm Nigleria.
CGN.
I'm
Index Tech?
WMJ. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
Thanks. All right, so this will be all cups on master difficulty. F0X.
There's a lot of competition in F0X for individual level times. A lot of even the really good runners, they not many of them do the all cups because it's hard. It's like an hour of really solid playing.
Yeah.
You'll see him doing sliding a lot. When you slide in this game with this vehicle, you get like 800, 900 kilometers an hour easily. Another interesting thing about boosting with sliding is that typically when you use a boost, you'll gradually get more speed. But if you're in the middle of a slide and you boost, you'll instantly go up to like 1100 or 1300 if you're like sliding against a wall.
Yeah, Bloodhawk is the best for sliding, which is max acceleration settings, because it has the lowest weight of any machine that has E grip and A boost. So basically, in this game, you want a light vehicle for time attack.
Yeah, the alternative to Bloodhawk would be Twin Narita for like jumper settings they call it, which is like putting it almost all the way to max speed, so you get like a
Max
higher
speed.
top speed.
I always try to get a death finish on every track whenever I can.
112 is a alright time. Certainly beats my PB by like 2 seconds. And right here, yeah, it wasn't on max acceleration. He had the settings almost like 2 notches down. This is probably the simplest course, although it's easy to die on in a few spots.
This is one of the worst tracks to play in GP mode because you can see the computer spin attacking all over the place. And it's really hard to avoid them here.
I think there's like a possibility to do like a TDD somewhere along the track, but I've never managed to pull it off.
Yeah, it's a very difficult trick. Basically, the way this track works is like it's kind of like a Mobius strip kind of thing. So it looks as though it's just a straight line, but the way that it's curved, if you're going fast enough at a certain place, you'll fall right off the track. And in time attack, like of just this individual stage, you can use that to your advantage by doing a true diagonal dive, which allows you to get up to about 2,500 kilometers an hour. Well, it wouldn't get you that high, but that's kind of like the speed limit for it.
Like true diagonal dives are basically like you fall off the track.
Yeah,
then you go
fall off the
fast.
track and you turn diagonally in a really weird way, and you go really fast.
So even though you're just moving down the track like a few meters off the ground, it thinks you're falling straight down or something like that. So you go real fast. It's really I quite understand the physics behind it myself.
the physics in this game are bizarre.
It's really complicated.
Oh, and walls don't have friction, so it can just slide against them and it won't slow him down at all. All it'll do is like do a lot of damage to him.
Yeah, that's why it's useful that Bloodhawk also has a V body, so you can take a lot of hits against the wall.
Yeah. Like health and boost power are both used by energy, so it's like just like all the other F-Zero games, just like a very large high risk, high reward trade-off.
In this game, you're basically trading off your energy for speed all the time.
And what he's doing at the exit of that pipe there is a double tap dive, or a DTD, which I guess you'll see a lot more of in later stages with more airtime.
Yeah, in this level, it's kind of tricky to do it like well. But basically, the way a double tap dive works is that you go at like a weird angle in the air, start mashing the side attack button. Like you have to tap the strafe button twice, a double tap to do the dive, and you go really, really fast. Like the highest I've gotten with it is like 1800, but really good players like WMJ, they can go really, really fast with double tap dives, as you'll see.
You can hit the max speed of this game, which is 3,000 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
In PAL, it's 2500, I think.
Yeah.
Like in F-Zero GX, you have shift boost to be like the granddaddy of hardcore tricks. In this game, it's definitely double tap dives, and doing them well is really, really hard. A lot of people I was playing with backstage, it's like they didn't really get sliding at first. You turn with the analog stick as you normally would, and you'd use the opposing strafe button to force yourself to lose grip. It's not hard to like initiate a slide. Like sliding in and of itself isn't too hard. It's just really hard to do well. Like going through a lot of these terms and maintaining speed takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, it mostly takes practice to be able to control it over a long distance. It's just drifting. And you can basically use side attacks. That's what I usually do to get back out of the drift and regain your grip.
Yeah, like grip can sort of be obsoleted by side attacks in this game, because when you do a side attack, you get grip back. So vehicles with like whatever grip, that's not like the setting you really care about. It's like mostly about boost power.
I need serious time for this. I'm gonna do a very risky strategy.
There's going to be a lot of DVDs here.
Yeah, so you can see some dives now.
You're not going to see much of the track.
It's going to gain a lot of speed.
That is the absolute, like, one of the hardest tricks in the game.
All right.
So, yeah, that's what double tap dives look like when they're done well.
Yeah. You're going to see more of that on the next track.
This track has another, like you can do double tap dives in it. It's much easier to initiate double tap dives in this level. On the last level, you had to like screw with gravity and do all sorts of wacky crap. In this one, there's a big jump. And he's going fast. So yeah, he side attacks to go far to the right. That way he can dive like further in. Because typically when you're doing a dive, you'll probably be going at a bit of an angle, like horizontally. So you'll see some players, they'll like go far to the side and then side attack inwards. It also sets them up for this next like big left turn there.
Nice.
That was well
All
done.
right. That was the first go.
Yeah, each cup has 6 tracks in it.
I was reset after when the victory scene starts.
Yeah, because that's when the game registers that you've finished the cup.
Yeah, it like saves the data at that point. Are you gonna go for the TDD here, the diagonal dive jump?
Well, you can do a double tap dive here.
Oh, really? I thought you could only do a double tap. I mean, a true diagonal dive here.
No, you cannot do that.
Huh.
Yeah, actually placing in first place on these courses is harder than it looks. Even for the best players, it's a challenge. So, usually you get like second or third place.
And there's some serious rubber banding going on with
Yeah.
this thing.
So you really gotta play risky if you wanna get first place.
Yeah, Master's a seriously hard difficulty.
Yeah, like with F-Zero GX, Master Mode is like really tough, but the staff ghosts are like a real challenge. In this game, like the staff ghosts are really tough, but beating Master Mode with any consistency is where the challenge is. A lot of people on FZeroCentral.org in the F-Zero X, it's like they're all about the individual level time attacks, and I've seen like not many people try doing all cups. Not only is Water one of the best at the game, he's also like the one of the few who does all cups, and not just all cups, not just all cups, but the disk drive cups as well. Yeah, that's good. The F-Zero X expansion kit is on the the N64 disk drive, like a Japanese-only thing that has like a bunch of bad games in F-Zero expansion kit with 2 extra tracks and a track editor.
That was close.
Hey, Naglaria, I bet you wanted to hear this as much as anyone, but by mentioning the website, you crashed F-Zero. Yes.
Router,
Yeah.
AGG Stratton, $50.
Ooh.
Make sure you all bookmark
Gotta do it.
FZeroCentral.org so we can
I'll
crash
try
it
it
again
once
tomorrow.
then.
Yeah.
$50? Alright, I'll try it once. So he wants me to try a glitch strategy, which is really difficult.
It's called the Air Ground Glitch, AGG. Oh, it's
One more
really,
try,
really
then.
hard to
One
do.
more try.
This may cost me my run, man.
Alright, never mind then.
Basically, you're in the air, but the game like thinks you're on the ground and you can fly around. It's really weird. It was only discovered a few years ago. So now he has to fly around and hit invisible checkpoints so the game doesn't just kill him.
$50.
Oh! The problem is the draw distance.
Yeah,
means-
this is not worth it, man. This is too hard. Sorry.
Oh, close. Nice try. But I'm gonna donate anyway. Because he did try.
Yeah, he
I
went.
didn't say I had to complete it.
He showed off how it's performed. It's really, really hard to just initiate, and following through with it is weird. It's So even though he's doing these double tap dives very well, you know, fire Stingray's right on his tail there. So it's like an example of how mean the AI in F-Zero X can be. They're fast.
I'm actually kind of worried now because he only has one life.
Yeah, exactly. This was not a good idea. I shouldn't have tried it the second time.
You could probably get an extra life here, though.
Yeah. Maybe I should go for an extra one.
If you destroy 5 vehicles, you get an extra life.
Come on, one more.
There we go.
There he goes. So not $50, kill every machine.
Kill the machines, save the machines.
It's actually surprising that he hit the jump, and it's a really hard to do a DTD on the first lap here because the track is wonky, and he managed to kill 5 enemies while doing that.
We'll have to play it a bit safer now. Don't take so much risk. Usually these queen cup tracks are not much of a problem, but if you don't have any lives to spare, better to play it safe.
Whiteland is an interesting track because you can get really good times on it with both slider and jumper settings. WMJ just set it to jumper, which is pretty much beyond the middle, the right side of the middle of the acceleration bar thing. Couldn't explain that though.
Yeah, with the jump, with it set all the way to the right or near the right, sliding is pretty much like not possible to do like with any sort of speed. So on tracks where you don't plan on sliding much, it can be beneficial, like in silence.
So yeah, the next cup coming up is the King Cup, and it's the most difficult, most fast-paced
Yeah,
cup
definitely.
in the whole run.
Yeah, the first track is Fire Field, and if you didn't catch the DTDs in white, Big Blue on the cylinder one, you're not going to want to blank here because he's going to go fast.
Funny thing about the rubber banding is you may notice that a lot of the computer players died. Yeah, forgot about that. Wow. But yeah, a lot of the computer players died because they're trying to keep up with him, and when they're doing that, they just can't make that jump well at all.
When they're
Like,
at the high speeds.
yeah, you can get runs where like there are only a handful of CPUs left.
When I started out learning F-Zero X, this track was a lot of fun because it's like I was just getting good at sliding, and I thought I was good by being able to not hit walls there. I'm not good. Stuff like that is good. So he falls off the track and floats. It's a risky strat, but it lets him do a double tap dive. In a lot of levels, it's like there's no good ways for you to like jump plates or anything for you to jump off to do a double tap dive. So you just have to find a way to jump off elsewhere, like right here, and then you go fast. Sector Beta can be a really finicky track when you go for fast
Yeah.
tracks.
Oh yeah.
There are so many risky things you can do here. Most of it is just way overboard.
Damage boost.
New line, nice extra life.
Unintentional.
You have to kind of slow down there because if you go too fast there, you just get thrown right off.
Yeah, and if you get thrown off, like I think the like IL strats and would do that, but it's straight up like you cannot see where you're going, so it's like it's just not worth it.
Yeah, there's a way to basically like turn around midair and DTD back onto the track, but it's very difficult because, as Miguel said, you can't see where you're going.
So by sliding off the track there, he started going in the air like with quite a bit of speed, and it set him up at a really good angle to do the DTD.
There's also another trick here where you can skip the loop that he just went around, but again, that's very difficult, requires a lot of
I
speed.
didn't have enough speed to set it up.
Yeah.
quite a few levels have like some really like stupid strats that just cannot really be consistently performed by humans. So it's just like there's no point even trying it in a single segment run. So when he was in the air, it's like the game didn't really understand where he was, so it thought the enemies were right behind him. And now he's like, you have to pass invisible checkpoints while you're doing that. And another interesting thing about this game's physics is that if you hold down while you're on the ground, you can just like get thrown off into the air in places where you wouldn't be able to normally do it. Since you have like some kind of air control on the ground, which is useful for this level.
This level is really crazy.
Yeah, this is like the first really like hardcore half pipe level. It's really weird to do fast. There's actually a few really like a point where you could jump off and fly through the level with a DTD, but like no one would do that. Well, except for WMJ, I guess. But yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. The physics of the half pipe are really bizarre. Like you'll see he's side attacking on the sides there, and it basically acts the same way as a DTD in that it gives you a bunch of speed, and that's what allows him to do that skip on the first lap.
So yeah, like doing a DTD is hard, but aiming it and landing like that, it's tough. Oh.
Jumps of 2.
Oh yeah.
So everyone on the couch who knows what's happening here, we're a little scared because there's a glitch in this game where if you hit a jump plate at like when you're going really fast and you hit a jump plate, sometimes it'll just go straight through it. When you're going really slow, it never happens. When you're going real fast, it happens quite a bit. So there's a good chance that he won't be able to do. He'll just skip right through a jump plate.
Yeah, it's notorious for ruining a lot of really good runs.
And like,
Just ask CGN. You don't really spend a lot of time on the ground in this track.
yeah. Okay. So not only did he not get screwed over by the jump plates, he certainly went large there.
Alright, now next up is the Joker Cup, which is the final cup of the normal game, but since he has the expansion kit, there are 2 extra cups that will come after it that have very different tracks in terms of like their difficulty. And the X Cup that you see beside there is actually just a cup of 6 randomly generated courses, so there's really no point in including them in a run.
So if you've been watching a while, you might have seen them do this level earlier in Mario Kart. But in this game, it's going to be quite a bit faster.
In this game, it has much better music.
Oh yeah, because he has the disc drive, he has the Rainbow Road remix. So when you do a slide, like you'll be put up to 900, or like if you're boosting 1130, but you also, if you're going like 1400, like he's going now and does a slide, his speed will be dropped back like down to that like sliding speed. So at really high speeds, you're pretty much forced to use side attack turns.
Still.
I don't think spin attacks are ever useful in like speedrunning this game.
No, they're not.
Like side attacks are very useful. Spin attacks just kind of look funny,
And slow you down a little
and
bit.
they slow you down. Because of the way the tubes are, you can slide it, like slide in them, kind of like it's sliding against a rail or something. I'm not sure exactly why it works, but it makes this level. It's like it's one of the best levels to like, if you're thinking, wow, I need to get this game, I missed out on it, and you want to learn sliding. This is a good level to do it on. Now, doing it like sliding really good takes a crazy amount of practice. But as we're proving right now, this stuff is humanly possible, even though we've had our doubts. Space Plant is one of my favorite levels, but I'm pretty sure everyone would disagree with me who runs the game.
The beginning is going to be really hard. I need to set up and dive.
So, it's got a lot of really crazy double tap dives where you land on skinny roads. And you might have noticed that this, even though this is an N64 game, it is running at 60 smooth frames per second, which is somewhat of a rarity for the console.
They had to sacrifice a lot in terms of graphics.
Like, yeah, it's got a lot of really basic textures and like neat little memory saving stuff to it. Doing the dive at the start there on lap 1, you need to rail slide, and you're pretty much forced to start it at a really weird angle. And it's really easy to like fall off and die on cylinder parts. The gravity towards them is really poor. So like with GX, even if you die, as long as you cross that finish line, that's all that counts. Which in time attacks, you'll see a lot of people like burning corpses just sneak over the line. With the Grand Prix mode, this track is a nightmare because it's really skinny, and at the start they're going to be right in front of you, and it's already like a tough track to slide on.
If you remember the F-Zero SNES run from earlier in the marathon, you might notice that this map pretty closely resembles Port Town 2 from that game. It's pretty much just a 3D version of it.
There's quite a few maps in this and the Game Boy Advance games that were like directly taken from the SNES one. Now we have everyone's favorite.
Yeah, this is. I don't think anyone really likes this track particularly much.
It's a great practice.
Like for pretty much everyone who's like time attacking the game, this is their least favorite track by far. And just and then you have the disk drive, where this level has a sequel, and it's way worse.
Gonna be the grand finale.
Like, unfortunately, the disk drive costs quite a bit, but fortunately, you don't have to play Bigfoot.
be time after this or after the extra 2 cups?
I would imagine after the extra 2.
What is the time right now? Just for like this is if it was F-Zero X only and not the expansion kit. This
That's not bad.
yes, the disk drive does have longer load times.
Yeah. You'll sometimes notice lag when you bring up the cup selection. Yeah, I was kind of wondering why you hadn't done.
Just taking a break.
Now the disk drive cups, like they start off but just even the first 2 tracks are insanely hard and cruel. They really up the difficulty, which I guess makes sense because the only people who would like be buying it because you need the disk drive, which is already costs quite a bit. It's like you need to want F-Zero, and you should.
Alright, so this is the first expansion kit cup. This is a typical jumper settings track. Can't really slide anywhere here.
Since this loop is like an inverted, if he goes just a little bit too fast, he'll fly off and die.
Yeah. It's very dangerous on boost laps. And you'll notice that the music for almost all of the tracks in the DD cups are not in the original game.
The disk drive also lets the game have stereo audio, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the normal N64 version, it's mono only. So it is like straight up just like like the original game is already like really good, and this version is like that much better. The reason most people would want to go for it is that it has a track editor, which like, and it's not just like a small Lego blocks. Ooh. But yeah, it's like basically the track editor you have is pretty much what the developers of the game would use. You can make some really cool tracks with it.
You can do nearly anything with it, really.
Pretty much, yeah. Like I think there's the only limit is that it has to be like less than like some obscenely long length. The draw distance, however, isn't changed with the disk drive, so he still has to do like blind double tap dives halfway across the map. So a lot of like newer players, they would hate how easy it is to fall off the cylinder, but it lets you do crazy crap like that, where you can just like jump off and then fly, basically.
Awesome.
on FZeroCentral.org. The F-Zero-X has like hundreds and hundreds of people in the time attack ladder for it, and there's a separate for like disk drive courses, which like it doesn't have a lot of people for it, but there's still quite a few pretty good times on every level except for Bigfoot because no one wants to play it.
I have the record on Bigfoot.
I feel like you'll have that for a long time. This track introduces a really wacky jump.
So for those who wanted to pick up F-Zero-X, it's like, I'm pretty sure less than $10 including shipping. But the disc drive is like a few $100s, and the game for it is like another $75 or something.
Yeah, it's very expensive, and there doesn't seem to be a way to emulate it at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think there's any good, like, no disc drive emulators that can even get to like past the boot menu. Like it's, so if you see someone ever like streaming the disc drive, it's like they're playing it on console because you can't play it any other way at the moment.
There's that lag.
Come on.
Actually, and this level has a really weird jump you can do here. That's right at that spot. It's like you fall off and go like a 90-degree-ish angle. It's weird. You don't even get that much speed if you do it properly. So it's like a high risk, low reward trick. If you land on a rail, you might not notice immediately because you don't like slow down or anything, but you'll still be taking like full damage for it, which can kill you really, really fast.
Well, I made it through the track. They made a lot of gimmick tracks with expansion kits, like they made an X from F-Zero-X.
Yeah. And the next track after this one, I believe, the mini-map is in the shape of Japan.
Yeah, that's right.
And you'll see a lot of custom tracks made by people in the shapes of all sorts of weird stuff. Yeah.
Show on Hot Grill.
Yeah, Hot Grill is one custom track WMJ has on the disk drive that I hope he shows off after the run. There's one really big difference between X and GX with the boosts and how if you're using like a manual boost from your energy and then you hit a dash plate, you'll stop using like the energy from your actual boost and then you'll just continue using the boost plate boost, which makes boost management a lot different than in other F-Zero games.
Yeah, in F-Zero GX, the speed that you get from manual boosting and dash plates, I believe, differ by a little bit, not a whole lot. In this game, it's pretty much just a state of boosting that.
Yeah, it's the exact same boost.
Yeah.
That loaded smoothly. Usually doesn't happen on the disk drive.
Now you can see that the minimap is in the shape of Japan. With matching soundtrack.
And a lot of like just generic tracks that are made, they'll have like smooth turns you can go around. But whenever like you see tracks that are like just a shape, it gives for some really weird turns, and it makes optimizing it really hard. Like,
Yeah.
like what is that? What is he doing here? Why is like? It's
These are
weird.
From mountains of Japan, I guess.
But it does make for some real interesting strats.
This track is very difficult to learn. This is one of 2 tracks that I've not beaten the staff ghost on.
I believe Indextic is the only person at AGDQ who has the expansion kit and has played it,
Other than
other than you know the runner, who I'm pretty sure is not playing for his first time. Actually, WMJ, how long have you been playing F-Zero X?
Well, I've owned it pretty much since it came out. But I've not played it like very seriously since that time. But on and off.
And the sliding you do on the ground, you can do the same sliding in the air. It's just you're floating while you do it, which makes it weird.
Yeah.
now for the final cut.
Last cup of the game. Is this the second half-pipe track?
I think this might be my favorite disk drive track. It's very fun.
This one's definitely way harder though, because you have like little tiny portions like that and jumps. And if you keep a track on the AI, especially on boost laps, during a few of these jumps, they just won't make it. It's a little too fast for them.
A bunch of casuals.
And there they go.
Oh! It's actually better for me to restart the hook up because I get my life back.
Looks like Death Anchor was going strong though. He had a chance. But this also shows off like how much harder the disc drive courses are.
Yeah, because they drive with rubber banding, if I drive fast enough, then they can never survive the track. So they try to keep up with me.
Yeah, like I don't think they ever turn in the air, and in some of these jumps when you're going really fast, you need to do very precise turning in the air, and the AI just can't do it.
Congrats on first out of 2.
First out of 2.
Dr. Clash going strong.
Oh, he finished. Wow.
Yeah.
So Crazy Bear is actually probably like the third best vehicle after Bloodhawk and Twin Narita, so shout outs to Crazy Bear.
Actually, be 4th because Night Thunder has the same stats as
Oh, right, Night
Bloodhawk,
Thunder. Yeah.
But it's a bit heavier.
Night Thunder is like very, very similar to Bloodhawk in like how it plays. You'll see a lot of people like doing like time attacks at WMJ's level. They'll use Night Thunder for quite a few levels as well.
That jump blade is just there to annoy you.
What? $100 for hot grill. So right after this, I want to see that track. And after that, like, that's just show off hot grill and then finish bombshell. Bombshell's a custom track he has that I'm pretty sure is literally impossible. Ooh.
This track can be pretty difficult.
The dive on this is really tricky to get working. The 180 dive.
Yeah, whenever you're doing like a true diagonal dive, use the camera to shift. Whoa! So you have to like reorient yourself to like where the camera's shifted, and then go back right after. It makes them very, very hard to survive, even when you do like manage to pull it off. Surviving and controlling from there is really, really hard.
Nice.
So it's like, it's blind, you have to do a 180, and it's, I don't know, welcome to F-Zero.
Awesome.
The reason I think the half pipe side attack thing works is that it's like, it's the same, it's roughly the same angle you're doing a double tap dive at, and it's just like whatever pushes you, the same thing that makes a double tap dive work is what's making this work. Because you'll see like right now, like, yeah, 1900, it's...
I guess it just has something to do with like the game really not knowing what to do when you're not side attacking on level ground. It behaves very strangely. Oh!
That's gonna cost me some time.
Shift boost don't work in this game.
It's just that scary.
Just gonna save it.
Now for truly the best track in the game.
The greatest possible finisher to one of the most hardcore runs you're gonna see.
Being famous.
It's basically Big Hand, except the bad turns are even worse. They,
Even the AI don't want to
those
play it.
lucky computers, they don't have to put up with this track.
I found out it's faster to just crash around most of the turns. That's how it's designed.
Like, there is absolutely no good way to go through these, like, turns.
No.
So what's, like, you have the world record here, and do you think anyone's ever gonna bother taking it?
Maybe.
Someone's gonna be inspired after this marathon and just save up and buy this and grind only this stage.
Yeah.
They could probably do it too, since, like, this is probably the least optimized track.
One of the
Just because no one wants to play it. Those
I've
turns.
never seen a computer be this competitive on big.
You're doing drugs.
And time.
Awesome.
All right. Good.
All right, now that $100 was for some hot grill and some bombshell. So,
Do we have time for that?
well, bombshell sure, but just to show off the mini map of hot grill, I think.
So I'll quickly show off some custom tracks for.
I don't think there's any donation incentives.
I think they are actually already
Yeah.
I just put it towards that, right?
in the added cup. Trying to see.
Oh god, the chat.
Kill Blanca.
Kill it up for all pairs.
Yeah, just put it towards that.
I'll just show the mini map.
Ranker Z.
Ranker Z.
Yeah, like with a lot more time put into it, you might be able to like try to draw the eyes in or something like that, but that would be really hard to
So
do.
yeah, the mini map for this stage.
Hot grill.
Off grill.
This map is the best map I have ever seen.
Yeah, this is really the best mini map. Also, notice the starting position.
Like, it's not even fun to play. It's just funny. But Bombshell, I want to see someone beat this because I'm pretty sure it's not possible.
I have to beat it. All right, you got it, man.
Like,
Challenge accepted.
yeah, like Edward was playing it earlier and he died like he couldn't get past like the first 5 seconds after a bunch of tries. So yeah, this track is dumb. Like apparently it requires absolute mastery of double tap dives to even like get a chance at beating. Like
I beat it before, but
Yeah, I saw him beat it in the back room, but I could get nowhere. I think I completed maybe a lap. I don't remember if I did or not.
an actual lap complete.
Oh my god.
I'm satisfied.
That's the kind of stuff you can make with a track editor.
So yeah, big thanks to WMJ for that run.
all right.
Thank you, WMJ, for that great run of F-Zero X. For those who are just joining us, we are Awesome Games Done Quick, hosted by Speed Demo Archives and Speed Runs Lives. We are raising money for Prevent Cancer Foundation. Upcoming, we have Adam A.K. running Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Coming right back.